What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about some Silent Hill 2 rumors. We kind of got a back-to-back thing going on here. Originally, it was just that, it looks like it's coming out to other platforms, right, versus just PC and PS5. Look, the exclusivity thing ends in 2 days, so at least when I'm recording this, October 8th. We'll just say the date there. So, honestly, it very much seemed like something was going to happen this week. It is the perfect week to announce, hey, it's also coming to other places. As Rebs Gaming actually posted, I think a day or two ago, they literally, I think, moved around like the actual blocks where it says, buy now, Steam, PS5. They moved them around to literally add two. So now, obviously Xbox Series S and X being one, and then probably Switch 2, right? Those being the two, unless you want to invent, another place that the thing could come out on. So that would have probably been enough, to be honest with you, just an announcement this Wednesday, a year later. And by the way, to celebrate a year. I mean, this game was massively successful. People overall very, very much liked it. It brought Silent Hill back, as we kind of always say, right? And then Silent Hill have doubled down. So, I mean, that's all fine and good. And then to, say that maybe in a few days, and then to also say, hey, to celebrate the 1 year, this thing is coming out everywhere else that you can play video games on, which might include your toaster and your microwave and stuff like that, because of an Xbox. So you add that, and then you've also had Dusk Golem kind of swooping in and saying, I've been busy with some horror gaming live streams and prepping to have friends from out of town country stay over for Halloween for a couple weeks, but yeah, the writing should be on the wall right now that Bloober Team is getting ready to reveal the Xbox versions of Silent Hill 2 Remake. The PS5 patch will likely be timed with some announcements. Born from a Wish DLC should be announced sooner or later, and likely Konami is tying it around the window of the upcoming Return to Silent Hill movie based off of Silent Hill 2. Now, we talk about Dusk Golem a lot, and obviously we talked about him a lot with Resident Evil and Silent Hill on the channel. From reading so much of his stuff, I will say this, okay? That sounds more like speculation than other things he said. Like, oftentimes one might ask, is he just kind of talking out loud, like just saying what's in his head, or is he like relaying info, And sometimes it's one, sometimes it's the other. This one does kind of sound more like speculation, but he does kind of drop a couple things that maybe people didn't know or maybe thought that they were kind of dropped a long time ago. One is that PS5 Pro patch, right? That's a big one, and then the Born from Wish DLC, I mean, rewind to a year ago, and it was all people were talking about, including, I talked about it as well, right? Game comes out, and it's like, all right, you're going to release this thing, like, in 2, 3, 4 months, like, what you doing? So it feels like, I think, to maybe some people out there, that maybe they had just dropped it, because we've gone a whole year, and I think because of Silent Hill F coming out, it's like, well, maybe it's not on our radar anymore, to kind of do that final part of Silent Hill 2. He has said in the past, though, that he has heard, like, it's still happening. Even months and months after the base game had come out, he did double down and say, hey, no, they're still doing this Born from a Wish thing. So that is good to hear. I think, does the movie come out in January? I think it comes out, like, very early next year. So, I would like to see that. I think, again, what you could probably do is just do, like, a verbal or, like, type it out, like a blog announcement. You wouldn't have to necessarily show a trailer or do anything like that, but just to say, hey, it's been a year. The game has sold 3.2 million units, right? It's coming out on Series S and X and Switch 2. And Born from a Wish is still happening. It'll release early 2026. And you could also throw in the PS5 patch thing is coming as well, right? You could do all of that in one go. It can be a trailer. It can be a blog. It could be a Twitter announcement, anything. And that's kind of how I would start it, because then you can kind of tackle things one at a time, right? You can say, okay, like the dates for Xbox and Switch, if you want to do that, or you're able to do that. The Born from a Wish thing, you could do it. You have to do a trailer, I think, right? But you could leave that for a little while. And then if you are going to tie with the movie, again, I think the movie is January. So you don't have to do it right now. You could wait a couple months and do it then. So hopefully, this week could be busy for Silent Hill. We still are coming off of Silent Hill F, so that's exciting. But, again, it's October 8th, so it's Wednesday. So I don't know if they would do it that day. That day is where they're free, from their shackles. Might be Wednesday, might be Thursday, and hopefully we can get all this info, and hopefully I'll be back in just a few days and we'll make a video on the info. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure, as always, you're subscribed to the channel, bell icon turned on, and I hope to see you all on the next one.